Hey, Alex, one thing that was impressive about the line last year was you were able to get like 10, 12 play drives in the third and fourth quarter. Does an offensive line kind of generate as the game goes along?
Yeah, once you start getting a feel of the guys who you're playing against and how they're playing is, I know you watch film, you're like, oh, he's more of a bull rush guy, but every week they throw in something new and just feeling out the guy in the first half. And then, by like late second quarter, third quarter, you know how he's going to play. So you can kind of let it loose a little bit more and know, oh, this guy likes to go inside. So I'm going to cover my inside a little bit more. And you can just operate better based on how he's playing once you get a feel of him. And then as we're going too, we get chemistry throughout the game, how we're playing that game and how they're reacting to how we're playing. And that's how we start teeing off on them and getting those long 10-play drives, and they start getting tired, and it just goes from there.
We'll go next to Kevin.
Hey, Alec, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So obviously it's a huge weekend for you guys. Just curious what the mentality and the mood is like now that, you guys actually have a spring game to look forward to.
Yeah, I'd say first off, the mood is that we got to get better. We still have one more practice before the spring game that we have to worry about. We got to get better. Personally, I have a lot of stuff I got to get better at. I'm trying new techniques, playing guard. I have a lot of stuff I want to get better at. And then the spring game, coach is going to let us have fun. It's kind of like a relief. Like you work so hard all winter, all spring that you get to have fun playing in the spring game. You see your family, you see everybody, you hang out with the guys afterwards. So we have one more practice to get better. And then we got the spring game, should be fun. I mean, I know I'm personally excited about it, but we got one more step before that.
Go back to Rich.
Just talk about red zone offense a little bit, Alec, and when the field gets a little tighter. What's the job of the offensive lineman when the field starts to shrink?
Yeah. First and foremost, when you get to the red zone, you got to score touchdowns. You got to score points, and then touchdowns are important. So for us, it's just mentally being prepared. So no offsides, no penalties, a holding, a false start, something like that can back you up, put you out of the end zone, put you out of field goal range, and then just execution. You got to do your job to finish and score the touchdown. Because the difference between 3 points and 7 points is a lot. So you got to mentally, you got to be ready to execute, not jump off sides. And then you got to be able to run the ball. Coach always talks about if you're able to run the ball in the red zone, it's really demoralizing to a defense. If you can just pound it in. And I think we got the line to do that. So just executing and being able to run the ball.
We'll go next to AJ.
Hey, Alec, what does it mean to you to have, or for the offensive line, to have a spring practice this year compared to last year? What does it give you in terms of like ability to work as a group and things like that?
Yeah, it really just gives us the ability to find guys to come in and play. Like Finn has been doing an amazing job. He's been stepping in. So it's good for the young guys to develop and guys to step in and get chemistry with us. And just in general with guys that have been here like me and Zion, we get chemistry. We're trying out new things. I get to play guard. And then just the ability to get better as an offense. You don't have that like last year when we missed that spring, we couldn't work out some of the small things and issues that popped up in the season. You'd have to make adjustments and this and that. So now as an offensive perspective, you really have time to look at the scheme as itself and work through it to certain looks. And really like right now we've been doing a lot of wide zone stuff that we didn't see that much last year. And we've been really working it. And it just gives you the ability to schematically do some stuff and work some stuff out because you have more time and just finding the chemistry of the plays, how to run it, how everyone operates with it.
Go back to Rich.
Just talking about being Phil Jerkovics' eyes on the ground. How do you guys communicate and, what you see and he sees? How do you make that work?
Yeah, Phil's doing a great job with it this spring because it can be hard just getting thrown in there. But we both work with each other in huddle, pre-practice, post-practice. We work and we talk about what we see and why we see it. So if I see something, I'll turn around and tell him on the field and he'll make that call. If he sees something, he'll tell us. And then, or even afterwards, let's say we have our drive of 5 plays and then we come back and we miss something. We talk about it, talk what we saw, how we know we can make it next time. So kind of it's we're working together because, sometimes I see the line and linebacker movements a little bit better from where I am, but he can see like safety rotation and other stuff to be able to make some calls in pass pro and run pro to check plays. So we either talk about it on the field right then and there, or pre-practice, we talk about what we think we're going to see in the practice. And then even after the drive, when we come back, when we're getting our water, we talk about what we missed and how we could be better.
We'll go next to AJ.
Drew Kendall was a big name that committed to Boston College this winter. How is he, adapting to your offensive line room? What have you seen out of him so far?
Yeah, Drew's awesome. I'll start from a personality standpoint. He's a great person. He's a great kid. He loves to work. He works really hard, and he cares about what he does. He is always coming up to me. He reminds me of myself, always coming up to me. Like I was going up to John and asking me questions, how he can get better, what happened, and this and that, and just our whole room, we mesh so well. We all joke with each other. The personalities there is awesome. But in a football standpoint, he's doing awesome. Just the progress he's made from practice 1 to now, this was practice 11, I believe, or practice 12. I'm not quite sure, but just the progress he's made. And it's just just shows how hard he works and how much better he wants to be himself, So I think in a couple of years, he's going to be a great player. He's just going to get stronger, get bigger, get faster. And mentally, he's going to learn the scheme better. But he's a great kid, and he works hard. So that's why.
Alec, it looks like I think we're going to have one more question with Rich, and then we'll let you go.
To follow on that, does he have potential to play center?
Yeah, he's the great thing about him is he's been doing everything. He's been doing left guard, right guard, center. He's been doing everything. He got the luxury of he's been able to play every position. When I got here, John was hurt early, so I was kind of thrown into the center world, and now I'm kind of learning guard now, which is a process for me too. So it's awesome that he's getting guard, left guard, right guard, and center. And again, it just shows that he's working hard and he wants to do it.
Alec, that'll wrap things up for today. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.